Because I really want to create a huge storm in here. But it's not going to let me.
Oh.
So I produce a flame in my hand, and I hover it over my bear totem. And blow on the flame. And there, a flaming spear comes out. I guess it's, you might want to throw something down for me. Because it's persistent.
What do you need? What kind? You can do it yourself if you want.
A flaming spear.
Oh,
Just,
a token?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
right. No, well, right-click the map, and then click on the arrow on the upper left-hand corner. It says pointers, and then you can make whatever circle you want to make. Anything like that. There you go.
Alright.
And then you can move it around anywhere you want.
Right, move it there.
Okay. And what does that do?
It's basically a ball of fire. I can move it once per round. And anything that touches it, let's see, does 2d6 fire damage.
All right. And what was this? What is the name
On
of
a flaming sphere.
it? Okay.
oh, I thought you said spear originally.
I did. I corrected myself.
Oh, okay.
It's that accent, man.
I know.
It's her robotic language.
It's super sexy.
Oh, whoa.
I love it when people talk geometry.
And then I'm going to move to there.
All right. All right. So our dragon friend Korox.
You say Clorox? 'Cause
Korox.
he's really going to clean up.
Korrax. So Korox, he has a pretty hefty flight. 50. That's 50 so far. He is going to stay right here, Korox. And Korox basically, and he's still flying, he's flapping his wings. He's about, I'd say about 20 feet off of the ground. And he makes himself look even larger by spreading out his wings and doing a dragon type of yell. So he casts Frightful Presence on all of you. So I'm going to make all of you do a Wisdom saving throw. Alright, so I have Donk.
Alright, hold on. I'm trying to see.
Allure,
There's something I can do. There's some kind of ability that I have that makes it so I'm not scared, but I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
because it's been a while.
Korox is huge. This thing is literally, 15 feet wide. It's just the body of it, and its wingspan is just, 40, 50 feet as it's flapping. I'd say about radius, probably about 40 feet, 50 feet total from wing to wing. And this thing is just massive. This is the biggest dragon you've all ever seen. Okay, so he is going to do Frightful Presence. Quickly, Donk, what are you...
I can't do anything unless I was raging, Dave.
Okay.
So
right.
I'll have to roll a saving throw, or is
I
he
will
going to do it and then he'll automatically do it?
Yep, I'm doing it. So here it is.
I can't be frightened by elementals or fae, but I don't think the dragon falls into that.
He does not. He is I believe the dragon is monstrous, I believe. I'll have to double check. Alright, so here we go. Frightful Presence coming up. Saving throws are out. Looks like Allura failed. DC 14. Looks like the gnome failed. and Donk failed. Okay, so what happened is
Run,
now
you bitches!
you are all frightened, basically. So I will put frightened on all of you that failed. Alright, so let's see. Donk, you're frightened. Sharky is frightened. And last but not least, Alora, you're frightened. Okay, so you guys basically are going to have to basically run away from the dragon when it becomes your turn. You will try to run as far away as you can from the dragon. Now, as the dragon starts to see, some of you turn away, it flusters its wings down and it starts to land right here where it's at. All right, it stays here. Now it also will do a dragon breath, of course. I think it's gonna hold its dragon breath. It doesn't breathe right now, but what it does do is it attacks our dwarf here in front. It will bite at you, Alora. I'm sorry, Ilsa, as it tries to take a nice chunk out of your flesh. Alright, so let's see. That's a 27 versus AC, which is a hit. And Elsa, you take a total of 24 damage. Some of it was absorbed, so you have 11 damage on you. Now, it's also, with its reach, it will try to claw. Nope, it doesn't claw. You know, it's going to hit you with a tail attack on the druid. 25 versus AC, lashes out with its tail, hits you for a total of 18 damage. You've mitigated some of it because of your temporary hit points, and you've taken a little bit of damage. And then it does one more tail swipe at Donk. It sees Donk trying to...
I'm going to skip it like a rope, Dave. What do I need to roll for that?
Actually, there's nothing you need to do, because it's just going to go ahead and do a tail swipe at you for 19.
No!
And it hits, so you're no longer frightened, so you don't have to worry about that. But you know what? I think the way it's worded... Let's see, hold on. No, I think you won't be... No, it's turning dead. So yeah, it hits you. You're still going to need to run. And it'll be, let's see, you'll have to do another saving throw next round when it's your turn. So, all right, let's go ahead and give you some damage from the tail whip.
Yay!
Well, minimum damage of 8.
0.
You still have temporary hit points left, so there you go. Not too bad.
Dragon's a wuss.
All right, so that's it for the dragon. Now I've got some more kobolds coming up. And all of these kobolds are going to start barreling around the corner towards you. So I'm going to do double movements on all of these kobolds. And all of these kobolds are just going to start piling in here. They get 60 feet of movement. That's plenty of movement. I'm just going to go ahead and move all these guys in here. Yeah, it's not looking good for you guys. You guys are pretty much surrounded.
Man, I feel like all that roleplay was a waste now if we're just gonna get wiped out by a
Kobolds,
dragon.
wing kobolds, big adult dragon.
As soon as I'm not feared anymore, we won't be surrounded.
It's okay, it's a dream sequence. Right, Dave? Right, Dave?
Yeah, you can definitely believe that. That's for sure. If you wanna,
Dave, I still have 10 pounds of octopus meat.
do you?
I do, and I have a bottled water weird that I'm thinking I might turn loose.
Ilsa,
Keep that in
it is
mind.
your turn.
Alright, let's see here.
As you become
With-
surrounded by kobolds and big white dragons. And remember, you all have inspiration too. Sorry.
And I believe there's also a boon, is there not?
Everybody gets +1 that you can thank Skunk City for that.
Thank you so
You're the
much,
best,
Cindy.
Skunk City.
Thank you, Skunk.
I don't care what people say, you don't stink.
Skunk.
Skunk City, stink. Oh, it killed me.
And with a swipe up from left to right, I'm going to swing the long sword and then possibly swing down again. Same direction. And Cobalt Nightbird.
Yeah, just go ahead and drop it on there. Just drop it on the attack on whatever one you want to.
No, the tokens are so small. I have terrible vision. You know this.
The chat will say once you drop the attack on there.
Or you could zoom up.
Yeah, I've done that. I
Yeah,
still
just-
need room to have everything else. Thank you.
Yeah, just like I said, just drop it on there and it'll tell you in the chat which one you attack. Or you can control click and it'll tell you which one you target. Alright, so you attack kobold number 6 and you hit with a 26.
Alright, so that was the swing up. Let's.
Alright, you do minimum damage, but no problem. Kobold number 6 is killed quite easily with your attack. Now you get to your second attack.
And I swing down while shifting foot to hit the one to the right of me.
And actually it landed, we will.
Don't hit the naked chick.
After it did Frightful Presence.
Yeah, I know.
It fluttered down and who's to say it won't move again, huh? Nice hit. Probably another kill. And that is on number 8. And Kobold number 8 is down. Alright, anything else for you?
Nope, we're good at that one.
Alright, now we got some winged kobolds that need to go. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately. It can still move here. It'll attack Donk. And it has a like a little pig stick and dagger that it's going to attack you. And it actually hits you with a 16. Wow, Donk. You take a total you take a total of 7 damage. You partially resist. All of your temporary hit points are gone.
Oh, I only have 104 left, Dave.
Yeah, well, you are definitely going to need it, that's for sure. Alright, this winged kobold is basically going to hover over everyone and land here and not attack because it took basically double movement. So basically you are surrounded, Zovia. Sorry, Growl. Alright, so this guy here, another kobold, sweeps down, praising both Korax and Tiamat. Giggles a little bit, attacks, hits Donk again. Wow, Donk is just getting pummeled with dagger damage.
Well, talk about hitting the broadside of a barn.
Yeah.
For Donk, right? He's the biggest target in the group.
That's 30 feet right there. Next one, attacking Donk also. Oh man, Donk. Wow, another hit. Donk takes more damage. Donk takes max damage of 7. Donk take max damage. Alright.
Max damage.
Alright, this one kobold moves up and attacks Rogar with a dagger. hitting with a 22. Wow, DM's rolling good tonight. You partially resist the damage. You take 5 damage from the pig sticking dagger. And last but not least, 4, 5, 30 feet. Same thing. Attack on Rogar. Gosh, another hit with a 24. Alright. Rogar, you're going to take 5 more damage. Alright, so looks like that's it. Sharky is frightened. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, he's going to run to the edge of the, actually, let me open this up a little bit more.
Sharky, where are you going? What the hell, man?
You see the size of that goddamn dragon? I am out of here! And he runs max. I need to do a wisdom saving throw for this cat, so let's see. In fact, I will use
Davy's not a cat. He's a gnome.
I will use the dragon to roll a saving throw for him, so... Alright, so I need to roll DC 14 saving throw. He's success, so he says, I'm with you guys! So he basically, he's not frightened anymore. That's the end of his turn. Let's see, who is next? Donk, you're up, so you basically... let's see. You're gonna try to need to run away from this guy still.
Well, do I need to do that first, or do I roll first?
Well, you will take attacks of opportunity because you are. It's not forced movement, so you're gonna take 3 attacks of opportunity from these guys here. I mean, because you're gonna be able to go this route to basically get away, and you're gonna want to do basically. Let's double check. Frightened. Really quick, but I believe frightened.
All right, Dave. So
let me
go ahead and drag Donk where he needs to go, because I locked him up.
Oh, 1 second, I'm just double checking.
No problem. So frightened. I guess my question was, I guess I'll roll at the end of my turn, and not at the beginning.
Yeah, so basically... Oh, no, actually, you're standing there shivering. I got that in Turn Undead confused with one another. So, yeah, a frightened creature, basically you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. So it is still within line of sight. So you'll have disadvantage on attack rolls... That's in a line of sight. Okay, and then the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So yeah,
would you move me back to where I was then?
Absolutely.
I put it in front of the other guy, and now I can't move.
Yeah, no problem. Oops, so basically what you did is basically you just turn your back towards the dragon, ignoring it, hopefully that next time you turn around it's going to be gone, basically.
Is that okay? So I think what I'll do with my bonus action first is I'm gonna rage.
Yeah, you just can't move closer to the dragon, basically. All right, and then you have disadvantage on all your attack rolls.
Okay, so first I will rage. So let me move those effects onto my guy.
Sure. Yeah, you should.
And because I'm raging, I also have a class feature called Mindless Rage. Since I'm raging, I'm now immune to charmed and frightened condition.
And that cancels it right there.
And so once I rage and I realize that I'm not scared of that dragon anymore,
correct? Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna turn to face it, take 1 step close to it, and then that was my the rage was my bonus. So I'll get 2 attacks.
Let me give you 3 attacks of opportunity first.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
And that'll pretty much be the winged kobolds. Let's see, it looks like 1, 12. Anyways, I'm just going to give you 3 attacks from winged kobolds, and they're basically just sticking you with its spear. So, all right, let's give you these 3 attacks.
So, Dave, also I wanted you to know that
first one hits.
Okay, I'll let this happen, then I'll tell you.
Sure. And what are you doing as I'm doing this?
I was going to go into a frenzy as well. So that doesn't take any kind of... it doesn't take any action to go into a frenzy, but since I use my bonus to rage, I'm also saying that I'm going into a frenzy at the same time. And that means next turn, I'll get an attack during my bonus round, which will give me 3 attacks per round.
Okay. Wow, man, these things are kicking your ass, Donk. I mean, it's not. It's like mosquitoes biting you, but wow,
well, it's
one actually
dying by
missed.
1,000 paper cuts, right? everything whittles me down.
Right? Yeah, now you got resistance on, which is really nice. So, all right. So let's see, Donk. You've reached the dragon.
All right. So now I just stare that dragon down, and of course I'm raging. So the froth and slobber is just flying from my mouth. I'm just saying unintelligible things. I'm gonna flabble, and I'm gonna just wail on this with my might of smiting.
All right. 22 AC on the dragon is a hit. All right.
That was
so
my
you've done 13.
That was my first
to the
attack,
dragon.
right? And then I think I might just, with my partial movement, not getting out of the area of attack for the dragon, so I'll get a opportunity. I'm going to move 2
Thank you
over.
so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
So I'm kind of between these people that were here before. I want to be in front of the druid and the dwarf to kind of try to block if I can, and then I'm going to make my second attack on the dragon.
Okay. Your second attack is a... Oh,
Miss. Wait, something happened.
I gotta
It
take
went
off
disadvantage. That's right.
I have to take off frightened. I believe that was a hit. So I saw you had a higher attack roll that would have hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, let's see. Why is it rolling that crit? Is that your...
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta take some damage off.
Yeah, take that off. Yeah, the crit. I got so many things that happen with a crit now, Dave. But I think because of that roll. Okay, I'll let you do that.
All right, I'll take 16 damage off of it. So.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for you there, Mr. Donk?
For my, I'm just gonna yell for my free action. I'm just gonna yell, everybody, get the dragon first. Then the kobolds will run. And then I move on to Rogar.
If you hadn't moved in front of my line of sight.
Hey man, we're a new group, so you've got to know shit's gonna happen.
Rogar, you're up. I say drop a fireball right here. Take all the kobolds out.
I'm not dropping the fireball. All of a sudden you start hearing me coughing. Like and at that moment, I'm doing a dragon breath towards the dragon.
Towards the dragon? Okay.
Yeah. That's
Here
a 5 feet wide, 30 feet long breath. So I think I'm hitting a lot of kobolds also.
Yeah, so which way are you doing it? Are you doing it straight in front of you, or... Because if you want to hit the dragon, you're going to need to move here. Because remember, it's a straight line. If you do a diagonal line, you're not going to be able to hit the dragon. But if you move down and you can shoot across...
I was thinking of pointing it like, yeah. I have to move, I think.
Yeah, you're going to have to, and you'll take 2 attacks of opportunity. No, you'll just take 2. Because the third one, you're still within his reach. You'll take 2 dagger attacks of opportunities from the 2 wind kobolds. So go ahead and make your movement, and then I'll give you some attacks of opportunity. Alright, so you move away. You take 2 attacks of opportunity. Let me give you those 2 attacks really quick, and they are going to try to stick you with their daggers. First one is a miss. Second one is a hit. So I will go ahead and give you your damage, which you take 5 more damage, and you still partially reduce the damage from your temporary hit points. So now you may go ahead and do your Dragon Breath. Now go ahead and click all 6 of those targets, including the dragon and Donk.
Donk gonna take Dragon Breath damage?
You're going to take acid damage.
This not look good for you, Rogar. On evaluation day.
There you go. So saving throws are out. Looks like all of the kobolds were failed. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and roll damage. Also, we'll make things official. All right. So Donk, you took half damage, which is about 3. The dragon took half damage, and all of the kobolds, kobold number 3, 1, 3, 9, and 10 are all dead.
That's how you do it.
1, 3,
And sorry,
9,
Donk,
and 10.
but you were in the line of sight.
Get off the train when get off the tracks when the train's coming through. That's basically what he's saying. All right, so it looks like it is now. Pass it on whenever you're done there, Rogar. Alora, you're up.
Okay, so I am feared. How does that affect? I mean, I know I can't get any closer to the dragon, but is it going to affect my spell casting?
You get disadvantage on the attacks.
So spells that just do saving throws and damage, is that going to be a disadvantage on that, or
let's
like fireball?
There's really nothing about that for spells.
I'm not rolling to attack with fireball. They're just everybody's doing their saving throws.
Yeah, it's not an attack, so I guess it's a kind of a way around the rule, I guess you could say. Let me double check really quick. I don't think it says anything about spells. I just want to double check. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, which it is. Alright, you can't willingly move closer. So, as long as you're not doing an attack roll, you will be at disadvantage.
Can you guys see that?
I can. That's the best circle I've ever seen. You must be proud.
Are you dropping fireball right here?
She doesn't want to tell you, Dave.
I'm dropping it. I think that's going to get pretty much everything.
Okay.
Alright. So, and if you can kind of envision this, Laura kind of raises her hands up in front of her face and closes her eyes. And when she opens them, it's almost like there's flames. The flames just come shooting forward from her fingertips. I mean, it just illuminates the whole place.
I duck.
And she points at looks over at the
feel hot and coming.
She looks around and she says, "Burn!" And the whole damn place erupts with a level 5 fireball.
Holy shit.
Are you sculpting anybody out of this?
Everybody is sculpted out of it, baby. I got it like
Except
that.
Donk. No!
How many can you sculpt, by the way?
I can do 1 plus the spell's level. So since I'm casting it at level 5, does that mean I can sculpt out everybody,
6.
right?
Hold on, let me think.
Correct,
1 plus 5? Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. I'm sculpting out everybody.
5 plus 1.
Yes.
Say it more elegantly.
Alright.
Okay. So let me target. It's going to take me a second because I got to target all these bitches.
So why don't you go ahead and go ahead and because I just want to see. Even on a failed save, the kobolds are going to die. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this might be easier to do on the tracker.
Why don't I just go ahead and delete all of the kobolds now?
Okay,
all right,
go
and
ahead.
then you
Dave,
can just.
it's be anticlimactic. I want to see it happen.
I know.
I want to see them all burn
to
like this.
to save her some grief and misery. I will go ahead and, even though there was one extra kobold, I'll put him back down. I'll put one extra down.